So today I am sharing with you some real essential items that my baby has been loving. So that is within that 12 to 18 month age range. So I've got here some practical items, some essential items. I've also got some educational toys as well that he has just been loving. So I'm sure yours will too. So let's jump straight into this video. Before I start, I just wanted to say, if you've got a younger baby, I've actually done a newborn and a 6 to 12 month essential items list as well. So I will link those down below for you if you wanted to go and check those out instead. But let's jump straight into this video. I'm going to be starting off with my essentials. So everything essentials that we've been liking and loving at the moment. So I'm going to start with the cups that we've been using for Theo at the moment. So this is the main one. So this is the Munchkin 360 cup, and it's great because it's non-spill. So obviously toddlers are forever tipping and lifting their water beaker. So this one is great because he can drink from any side of this cup. I've used it with my daughter as well and absolutely loved it. So I've got one for Theo and he drinks from it really, really well. Essentially the way it works is they just have to put a bit of pressure on the side here and that will release the water for them, but if they don't and they tip it, it just doesn't come out. So it is really great, spill proof, and yeah, I just really recommend this one. The next one I'm recommending is this one here, which is a trainer cup. So essentially it is basically got a cup but at an angle, as you can see here. So it's called the Doddle cup. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But essentially it's got two handles for them to obviously hold on to, and it's at a bit of an angle. So essentially they don't have to tip it as far back to get water from it. So just teaching them how to use it, how to essentially use a cup without a lid on. And it just makes it that much easier for them. So I definitely recommend this. So obviously you're well established with your weaning now, and I don't know about your baby, but mine is eating pretty much all the time and absolutely loves his food, and he's pretty much eating what we eat now, which is great. So I started to use cutlery with him, and I really wanted to recommend these. So these are, the brand is called Doddle, and essentially it's just a real kind of stubby small handle, but it's so easy for them to grab onto instead of a really kind of long spoon or fork that they kind of hold on to the end and it gets quite wobbly. They've got more control over this because they can grip around the whole handle like that. So it comes in a spoon, a fork, and also a knife, which I haven't got set, and they're really great. And Theo, my little boy, he's honestly eating so well using these. As I said, I think it's just having that more control because they're able to grip fully around the handle. Keeping with food, the next thing I wanted to recommend is kind of lunch or snack containers. So Theo absolutely loves his food at the moment, which is fantastic. So we're forever taking snacks out with us. So definitely on our essential list is some snack containers. These ones have been great. These ones were from Paper Chase, but I've seen Primark do some good ones. You can get some great ones also on Amazon. All of my links I will leave down below for you so you can click through if you're interested. But yeah, we wouldn't be without snack containers just because they come everywhere with us. I wouldn't leave without a snack for Theo just because he needs something to get him through from breakfast to lunch and lunch to dinner. Like, he'll need a little snack in between that. So yeah, snack containers are just a great one. So I do just want to mention some of the snacks that he is enjoying at the moment as well. And he absolutely loves these rice cakes, which are apple rice cakes, and these are just the Tesco's own brand ones. There's obviously so many different brands you can get, but yeah, he really loves these, and they're just quite an easy snack for him to have as well. And yeah, he just enjoys a rice cake. So yeah, these are really good, and he also likes things like breadsticks as well, or generally fruit. He does really snack on a lot of fruit. Bananas are his favourite still and have been for a while. So yeah, these are the sorts of things that I will bring out with me for his snacks. So Theo is now in nursery, and obviously that's quite common for them to pick up lots of germs from nursery. So we have stocked up on some baby care items that I wanted to share with you today. Obviously with it being in nursery, he's picking up lots of germs and gets colds quite occasionally now. So I wanted to share with you how we've been dealing with that and treating that. So one of the main things that we've been giving him is Calpol. So this is the Calpol that we have been giving him, and yeah, works really well for him. Luckily he really likes and enjoys taking it, so that's quite good. It does come with a syringe, so we do give that for him with a syringe, and I'll also just pop this in my bag and it will come out with me as well, so that works really well if he is quite well. Essentially it is just baby paracetamol, so yeah, he does take that if he is feeling unwell. If he does have a blocked and stuffy nose, another thing that I would recommend is the Calpol Saline Nasal Spray. So this will just really help him to unblock his blocked nose. Obviously for babies, they can't blow their noses, so it must be obviously so annoying for them that they're not able to do that. But this spray does clear it for him. He doesn't obviously love this spray going up his nose, but it really does help him to breathe and just get rid of that congestion. So another thing from Calpol is their vapor plugins, and these are excellent. So essentially this is just a plug-in that you plug in and it kind of releases a really nice kind of like Vicks smell. I have to say I really like it myself as well, but obviously relieving that congestion, and we put this on when he is asleep, so it really helps him when he's asleep. Obviously when you're lying down as well, all that congestion kind of gets built up, so these really help with that, and I think it definitely helps him sleep better when he's unwell. So the barrier cream that we like using is Sudocrem. We've used this with my daughter as well, and it just works so well for both my children. And obviously you can use it for a range of things: cuts, scratches, nappy rash, surface wounds as well. So it is a kind of multi product, which I really love. And yeah, so it's a really good one, and it just sorts out his nappy rash if he has one. So from that 12-month mark is when your baby might start to be walking, and if yours is anything like mine, he will want to explore the cupboards. So one thing I would definitely recommend is some cupboard locks, and these are the ones that we use in our kitchen, and they are fantastic. They're a magnet lock, so they come with a magnet that you have to obviously put on the lock, and then that will just release the door and open it. I'd say they're definitely a lifesaver for us, because Theo absolutely loved going into the cupboards, but obviously we don't want him getting anything dangerous out, so these are a must. Another item on my essentials list would be a travel blackout bind, and this is the one by the brand Grow, and we've had this a few years, as we've had this with my daughter as well, and I would say it's an essential because light really affects my children when they're sleeping. So wherever we go travelling or staying around maybe our parents' houses or grandparents' houses, we will bring this with us, and it is a complete game changer. It completely blocks out the light. It's really fantastic, and I wouldn't go travelling anywhere without this, because as I said, we all love our sleep, so we want them to sleep as long as possible, and this really does help with that. So essentially it's just got these kind of sucky pads all over the edges that you're able to stick to the window. So therefore, obviously, if it's got a blind there or curtains already, you can sort of do this on the inside, so directly onto the glass of the window, and it will stick directly to that, and it is just brilliant. So another travel piece that we like to take around with us is literally this kind of little travel high chair. So it just folds up like this, and essentially it lifts up, and then you're able to strap it around a chair. So you could be in a restaurant, around a friend's house, maybe they haven't got a high chair, you can pop this onto their chair and it will all clip in, and then you're able to strap your baby into this. It is really great, and especially at restaurants, sometimes they're really busy with lots of kids, and we've been caught out a few times, but able to use this. So yeah, as I said, it just folds down, we hook it over the pram, and it's just really portable. Another essential sleep item that I definitely recommend are sleep bags. So Theo is using sleep bags, and he kind of has always used sleep bags. They're really great. Essentially, he's obviously fully in here except for his arms, so his legs are all in here. And then obviously if he rolls over in the night, it's not like he's got a blanket on and is kicking it off, like he's in a sleep bag. So he's going to be kept nice and warm through the night, and not wake himself up by being cold or kicking his blankets off. So essentially it's really good, because yeah, as I said, he just can't kick it off, and he's completely covered except for his arms. So yeah, we really like them, and yeah, he really enjoys using them as well. Puddle suits are an essential when you are out and about with your toddlers. Now, anything like my baby, then he just does not like to be in the pram for very, very long. He just wants to get out and start walking now that he can. And obviously on those wet and rainy days, if it's kind of drizzly, but you can still get them out to walk, these are great. So you can get some thicker ones as well. So this is quite a light one, so it's not really, really thick, so it's okay for summertime. And he'll pop this on with his wellies and he can go splashing in puddles, or just walking about as well, because they still might be a little bit unbalanced and fall over occasionally, but it's okay. They won't get all mucky because they have got this on. So I'd really recommend it. This one I think was from Sainsbury's. No, this one is from Next. I've got a couple of them actually. So this one's from Next. I've got a couple from Sainsbury's. But yeah, they're really good, and I just really like the design on this one with all the animals, and it's nice and bright, and yeah, he really enjoys wearing it. I also wanted to talk about our stroller. So we are using this a little bit more now instead of our bigger pram. It's just easier to get in and out of the car. You can just open it with one hand as well, and it's just a lot more portable and space saving in our car. So we are now using this a little bit more. We have the Ergo Metro one, which we really, really love and recommend. And these also can be taken on the planes as well. So it is compatible with flying. So obviously if you are thinking about doing a trip abroad as well, this can be taken directly on the plane for the overhead storage. So it's really great for that too. But yeah, it's really good that he can kind of hop in and out of the pram. It's just really simple. Obviously, as I said, he likes to walk a lot now and things like that. So yeah, it's easy for me to push and hold his hand. It's just that little bit lighter. So yeah, I definitely recommend a stroller. So I'm going to move on to toys now, and all the toys that he's been enjoying at the moment. First off, I want to talk about books, because he really loves books and he really loves these interactive books. Just want to talk about some of his favourites. So you'll probably all know That's Not My Books. So essentially they've all got that touch and feel element to them. So each part on the page has a different texture for them to explore and feel. And there are so many in this series of That's Not My Books, and he really, really enjoys them. This is another similar book to That's Not My Books, but essentially each page has got a different texture. This one is about animals. It's really bright, it's really colourful, so it's very engaging for him. Yeah, and he just really enjoys going through the pages and finding that different texture. And lastly, another book he's been really enjoying are these books. Essentially these ones are a kind of got a felt flap to them, so they are a bit of a peekaboo book. He has to obviously fold that down to reveal what is underneath, and he really likes these. He actually finds these ones quite funny, as I'll do different voices for the animals. And yeah, essentially he just really likes anything interactive, anything that does something within a book like this, or a touch and feel book. It just engages him that little bit longer, and he enjoys reading it and going through the pages. Musical instruments are one that Theo really enjoys playing with as well. He's really got into like noise and rhythm, and also really enjoys dancing as well. So anything like music playing or him playing music himself using his toy instruments, he really enjoys. It definitely fosters that love for music, I think, from an early age. And yeah, we really like playing with him with these instruments as well. And yeah, he just really enjoys making noise. So the ones I've got here are a rattle, so this is kind of like a bell rattle. He's also got a tambourine as well, so that makes lots of noise. And this one is, I think it's called a rainmaker, but essentially he shakes it, and all the beads inside obviously move around and make a noise as well. So next on my list is building blocks. So these ones in particular are mega blocks. So essentially they are really kind of big Lego pieces like this. So easy for your baby to hold onto and put together eventually. It's also a great one to learn colours. They're all different colours in here, so it's a really nice one to do that. He also likes it when I build things and he knocks them down. So that's another really great game as well. So there's lots you can do with these building blocks, and he really enjoys playing with them with me. So that's a really nice thing that we can do together. But yeah, building blocks is a really good one because there's lots of different things and different games you can play with them. Theo also now really enjoys playing with his toy cars. So I've got a couple here. So this one also makes noises, which is good. And then this one's got some holes in the top, so easy for him to hold onto and push back and forward. So he really likes that. I think it's really nice for them to sort of learn that pushing motion. So pushing it forward and backwards. And as well pushing it across the room too. So yeah, he really enjoys this. And we've also got a toy garage as well with some cars that he also really enjoys playing with. So yeah, cars or anything with wheels really, he likes playing with these cars and cars garage. So the next toy he has been loving is a shape sorter. So there's lots of shapes on top as well. So he has to get the correct shape and pop it in the correct hole here. This is great for eye-hand coordination with your children. And obviously it teaches them as well about shapes. So it's a good one for that as well. So it's quite an educational one, but one he really likes doing. You can obviously just take the lid off as well and you can just pop them in here. And then when they get that little bit more advanced, you can start teaching them shapes as well, so getting them to pop them in the correct places. But yeah, it's another really good one, and I really like this one because it is a bit educational as well. My little boy absolutely loves the bath, so I wanted to share this bath toy with you in particular that he really enjoys playing with. So it is a pirate ship, and he just got some kind of suckers here at the back, so you can stick this directly to the side of your bath. And then obviously it fills with water. There's different bits that spin, different bits that they can sort of move around as well. And then if they press this button, then water squirts out of the cannon as well. So it's quite an interactive one. It is by Chad Valley. As I said before, I will link everything down below for you so you can find these items if you want to. I just thought it was a really good one, just quite an interactive toy. And I liked the fact that it can stick to the side of the bath as well. So I've saved the biggest item till last, and it is this ride-on toy. So this was a present for him for his first birthday, and I think it's actually a really, really lovely gift idea because it's just got so much multi-uses. So he used it as a walker because this was just before he started walking. So he used it as a walker first, so obviously he could stand up and hold this handle here and push it. And then obviously as he got a little bit bigger, he could sit on the seat and then obviously use it as a ride-along as well. And it lights up and it makes noises, and the face lights up as well. So it's got lots of buttons and lots of interest for your toddler as well. And it honestly has been such a well-loved item in our house. So yeah, I definitely recommend a ride-on toy. And obviously Thomas the Tank Engine is such a winner anyway, isn't he? So yeah, definitely have a ride-on toy of some sort. I really hope you enjoyed my 12 to 18 month old essentials must-have list. Please leave a comment down below if you recommend anything, because I'd absolutely love to read them, and let's recommend to each other some items that I haven't mentioned today. And if you haven't done so already, please do remember to give this video a nice big thumbs up for me. I'd really appreciate that. And as well, if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button down below, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!